Welcome to BODHI, guys. I'm Tamal. This is Casey. We're going to do a re-energize power yoga flow today. We're going to begin seated in the center of your mats in Sukhasana, easy pose. Plant the palms on top of the knees, draw on the stomach, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back and down, maybe a little tuck to the chin. Soften the gaze. Inhale, exhale. We want our breath to be like a call and response, or an echo. Or ultimately, our inhale is the same duration as our exhale. Nothing forced, nothing rushed. And once you've found the breath, we'll take an inhale through the nose and hold it at the top. When you hold your breath, it's called a kumbhaka, a retention. It builds all the stress to the surface. And then you let it go. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. Let it go. We'll switch the crossing of the legs. And just because this class is about re-energizing, we're going to do breath of fire, Agni Prasana. So if you're having trouble pulsing your belly, you can always use your hands to help aid that pulsing action of the belly going in. It's all sharp exhales. You don't even have to think about inhaling. That's going to happen unconsciously in the interim. So it's going to be exhale, exhale, exhale. Here we go. Big inhale. Let's go. Take a big inhale out of your mouth. Again, inhale deeply out of the mouth. One more inhale. One more final round of breath of fire. Inhale through the nose. Sharp exhales. Big inhale, out of the mouth. Two more, inhale, let it go. Last one, inhale, let it go. Find your Ujjayi, which means to conquer, to be victorious. Open the eyes if they're closed. Take your arms above your head, interlace your fingers, flip your palms inside out, straighten the arms. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, turn your chest to the right. Then inhale to center, and exhale to the left. Inhale to center, exhale to the right. You know how this goes, side to side at your own pace. See, yoga is about this harmonious integration of breath and movement. So doing simple sequences in the very beginning stages of our practice sets the mood or the tone for the rest of the practice. That linking up of the movements of the physical body with our lungs makes it special, makes it different from just mindless exercise, but mindful exercise. And then we'll come to center. We'll take your hands at prayer. We'll find your way to all fours, hands and knees. You can pop into it, shuffle into it, no hard and fast rules of how you get there. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's take an inhale, lift the head, the chest, dip the belly, tail lifts last. Then exhale, tail first, belly goes in, upper back rounds, chin goes in. On your own, just like that. It's like the curves in your spine signal the rest of the spine's actions. And really, it's those sensitive curves like the neck and the low lumbar spine, the low back that are really creating those signals or those flags for the mid-spine, the upper back area. Come to a flat neutral back. Let's tuck your toes and let's just lift your knees an inch. Now I want you to exaggerate the posterior tilt, the tailbone scooping towards your inner knees. So it's almost like a little cat shape for your low back, so your low belly lifts. Casey saw us teaching this class and she goes, I'm scared because of this kind of stuff. And then downward facing dog, hips go up and back. If you want to pedal out the legs, shift your weight side to side, do any fidgeting that feels appropriate. And then we just settle with the legs, hips width apart. Tuck those heels behind the toes. Arms are shoulder width apart, fingers point forward, the hands spread wide. The forearms lift, the upper outer arms wrap down and around, the belly goes in, the hips move back, the thigh bones move back. And then on an inhale, let's drift to plank, top of a push-up. We stack the shoulders over the wrists. Let your index fingers glide forward. What that means is the whole inner palm is rooted down. Then the forearms, the radius on the ulna is going to turn in a little bit while the upper part of your arm, the humerus, wraps back. That's going to create more of a neutral position in the shoulders. Then the belly goes in. The tailbone scoops towards the inner thighs. The chest starts to draw forward because we don't want to round in the upper back. We're going to create like a little plateau there. And we press the thigh bones into the hamstrings. Take an inhale. Then exhale, downward facing dog. So we'll do that again. We'll find an alternate variation. Inhale to plank. Pause here. Let's lift your right foot an inch off the ground. Now, when you take out some of the foundation, it makes your body have to work a little overtime just to stabilize it all. Right foot down, left foot lifts. Left foot down, downward facing dog. So I'm feeling like running through some basic vinyasas just to stretch it all out. So on an inhale, drift to plank. As you exhale, lean way out, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, maybe upward facing dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more, just breath cues. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So, leading with your inner thigh, let's lift the right leg to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the right knee to your right elbow, shoulders are over the wrists. Then inhale, extend the leg back, this time under and across the body to the left elbow. Extend it back, then to the right elbow. Reach it back, then to the left elbow. Extend it back on your own like that, in that sequence for about 30 seconds. So you're in control of the pace. You're also in control of how many breaks you take. If you need child's pose at any time in this practice, feel free to take it. It's 30 minutes. We try to give you the most bang for your buck, as they say. Let's meet with the leg extended back. Lunge the right foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Left palm's on the ground. Right arm reaches to the sky. Twist, parivrita. So notice if the left leg's soft, press the left thigh bone into the hamstring, pull back through the inner left heel. Hide the right hip and then get long through the sides of the waist. Now turn the right hand down, reach over your head. The right bicep hangs low, about 1 inch or 2 away from the right cheekbone. And we breathe. This room we're shooting in right now is nice and balmy. It's humid, it's like 85. Feels like we're doing yoga in the jungle. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Let's step back to plank. And let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. So leading with the inner thigh, left leg rises. Now left knee to left elbow, shoulders are over wrists. Inhale, extend it back. To right elbow, under and across. Reach it back on your own in that sequence. You know how it goes. Second round is where we clean it up. We know what's coming. There's no surprises. We focus on keeping our arms straight and strong as we're moving forward and back. So we're ensuring that we have a good base, a strong foundation. Moving with the leg extended back. Lunge the foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Right hand down. Left arm up. So just like before, we're giving that right leg some energy, pressing the right thigh bone into the hamstring, pulling back through the inner heel. hiding the left hip and getting long through the sides of the waist. Turn the left hand down, reach over your head, let the bicep hang low. Think about wrapping the right tricep back and wrapping the left tricep down. Let's inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Let's step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the peak. Out of the mouth. Come up high on the toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Exhale, stepper spring. Inhale, glancing out. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, open the arms and rise to standing. Circle your arms overhead, palms kiss. Prayer in front of your heart. You guessed it, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Inhale, glance out, flat back. Then exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you know, in like a full-length hour and a half class, we usually run through quite a few A series and B series, but since this is a condensed little impact class, we're going to do only 2. So let's come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Just breath cues for this one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That looks really good. So we're going to step our feet together. We'll drift to plank. Kick both heels to the right. Send the left arm up. Side arm balance Vashisthasana. If you want to modify, you can just drop your right knee to the floor underneath your right hip for more support. Otherwise, lift the left leg off the right. Turn the left hand down, reach overhead. Take the front ribs in. Reach the left arm up. Left hand down, top of a push-up. Pause, switch sides, both heels to the left, send the right arm up. Again, if you need to modify, you can always drop the left knee to the floor under the hip. Otherwise, turn the right hand down, reach overhead. Float the right leg, if you will. Scoop the tailbone towards the direction of the heels. Right arm up, right hand down, top of a push-up. Pause here. If you need to modify, you can always set your knees to the floor. We're going to do 2 push-ups. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, lower halfway, elbows in. Push yourself back on up. Oh, again, lower halfway. Back on up, downward facing dog. I don't know about you guys, but I'm already feeling re-energized. Let's come up high on the toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, stepper spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Back heel down. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. Exhale, hands come down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. Exhale, hands come down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So like I mentioned before, we're only doing rounds of 2s in these sun salutations, so there's only 1 more B series to come. Let's come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale to folds. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. We step back, we lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job, Casey. So when we move fast like that, our breath tends to move kind of fast as well. So we want to reel it back in, get it under our control. It's all about the inhale, the exhale. Now bring your hands slightly closer together, just about an inch. Let's lift your right leg up, bend the knee and open up the hip. Come up high on your left toes. Lunge your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Now, turn your back heel down. Climb onto your fingers. Leave your right arm where it is. Reach your left arm to the sky. Then turn your left palm down. Reach over your own head. So you're in a variation of Parsvottanasana. Press the right arm against the right leg and the right leg against the right arm so you can carve that right sit bone under and turn the chest. Keep the outer edge of that left foot like an anchor into the floor so the inner left arch, calf, and thigh will lift. Start to get longer through the sides of the waist and neck. Now, this is going to be like a double time hold here. Casey's shaking her head and smiling at the same time. Let's reach your left arm up. Drop the left arm behind your back. Either go half bind, stuffing those left fingers in the inner right hip and thigh crease, or you go full bind. Right arm goes under the right hamstring. You grab a hold of your left fingers or wrist and pull the left arm down the back. Try leaning your shoulder blades to the right so you let the pose open up. Let it breathe. Blows my mind how much you can get in 30 minutes. Like full-on workout. Let's come up to warrior two. Oh, yeah. You can do it. Straighten the front leg. Keep your legs wide. Extend your right arm forward. Then place the right hand on the right shin, floor, block, left arm up, triangle pose, Trikonasana. I like to stamp the right big toe down into the ground and then let the other 4 toes lift up on that foot. And then you seal the outer edge of that back foot. And think about dragging your heels towards each other like you're trying to bunch up the center of your mat and never connect, but it's that pulling motion that's going to help you access not only that adducting motion, but mula bandha, pulling in of the pelvic floor. Take the left hand to the left hip. Look 12 inches in front of you. Place your right fingers there, or maybe you put your hand on a block there. Back foot comes up, half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Heavy in the right big toe, active in the thighs. Stack the left side of the body on top of the right, but you want your left big toe angling slightly down, and then the left arm reaches up. We are in it. There's always that undertone, that theme where you tell yourself there's no rush. Bend your right leg a lot. Think warrior two, step way back. Turn the right palm up, reach it up, drop the left hand to left thigh, find a reversed warrior, then exhale, windmill the hands down to the ground. Let's step back to plank, and let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Fantastic, guys. So we only have this one last side to do, then I can start cooling you down. Let's bring your hands slightly closer together. Left leg lifts. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Come up high in the right toes. Lunge your left foot to the outside of the left hand, the pinky finger side. Turn the back heel flat. Leave your left arm where it is. Reach your right arm to the sky. Turn your right hand down, reach over your head. So I know a lot of yoga teachers will have you have your hand on the outside of the left leg, but for now, because we're trying to double time it, we're keeping it on the inside. Same principles apply. You're pressing the right thigh bone into the hamstring, spinning the right inner thigh back, getting long through the sides of the waist and neck. Just letting your legs carry you. That's what they're supposed to do anyway. Reach the right arm up. Drop the right arm behind the back. So half bind or full bind, it's your call. Whatever you did the first round, try to do on this round so it's all balanced. And want to lean our torso, our shoulder blades to the left. Remember how we established not only the Ujjayi, but we did breath of fire. It was filling things with breath, and that's what we want to do here. Just inhale deeply, exhale deeply. This class is about re-energizing, and your breathing does all of that. Let's come up warrior two. Ouchie. Straighten the front leg. Triangle. Extend the left arm forward, then place the left hand on the left shin, floor to block, right arm up. So again, we're always working from the root, the base, the mound of the left big toe presses down. The outer edge, the pinky toe side of that right foot presses down. The outer left calf, thigh, and hip hug in. We're only here for a beat, so you're taking your right hand to the right hip. We're looking 12 inches in front of you, and you'll place your left fingers there or a block there. Back foot comes up. So again, anchor through the mound of the left big toe. That's how you find stability. We stack the right side on top of the left, which you want your right big toe angling slightly down. Then you can reach your right arm up. And this is where you start to think about that warrior two. You bend your left leg, you step your right foot way back, turn your left palm up, reach it up, drop the right hand to right thigh, then exhale, windmill the hands down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's take another big inhale through the nose. Hold it at the peak. Out of the mouth. Lower to your knees. Cross one ankle over the other. Sit behind your feet. Swoop your legs through to the front. Scoot forward. Let's lay on your back. Once you're on your back, we'll bend your knees and set your feet on the floor, heels towards your butt. Plant the palms on the ground by your sides. Then we'll inhale, lift the hips. You can interlace your fingers underneath your back and tuck your upper arm bones underneath you. And halfway through, you can switch which pinky's on front just so you're evening out the shoulders. If you want a deeper back bend, you can take upward facing bow Urdhva Dhanurasana if that's in your practice. Lots of options. Think about scooping your tailbone forward, rolling the inner thighs down. How are we doing, Casey? Great. Let's take an inhale, lift a little more, and then exhale, come on down, hug the knees to the chest. We'll do a little hip opener here, reclining pigeon, cross right ankle over the top of the left quad. The right arm goes split between your legs, you hold on to your left shin. The left arm goes around the outside of the left leg, you hug it in as well. Dorsiflex your feet, let the outer right knee press forward. Home stretch. It's like you ever go to a restaurant and you see something on the menu and you think it's just going to be like a small portion, it doesn't cost that much, you order it and it's just gigantic and you're too full. Well, you look at this class like, it's only 30 minutes and you do it and you're like, oh my God, did everything I needed it to do. and then some. Keep your legs how they are. Take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms. Slide the right knee over the left. Maybe you can double bind, hooking the right foot under the left calf. Look to the right, drop both knees to the left. And if you notice how Casey scooted her hips to the right, that's always a good option to deepen the experience. Bring the knees back up into your chest, untangle the legs, hug them in with the arms. And let's cross the left ankle over the right knee, reclining pigeon here. So the left arm goes split between the legs, you hold on to the right shin, the right arm goes around the outside of the right leg, you hug it in as well. The outer left knee presses forward. We dorsiflex the feet. And the cool down is such a place where we slow our breath, slow our mind, simplify. Keep what you have. Take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms. Slide the left knee over the right. Maybe you can hook your left foot under the right calf. Look to the left. Drop both knees to the right. Let's bring your knees back up into your chest. Untangle the legs. Hug them in with the arms. Let's place your forehead to the knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Maybe curl the toes. Let everything build to the surface. Let it bubble up. And no bubble lasts forever, so we're going to let it pop and let it go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You've arrived. Have your legs extended out. Feet, knees, and palms are dropped open. Give yourself permission to unplug. Bhakti Veno Daya Sachida Nanda Namine Gora Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Variety Namao Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Te Namane Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Pachadane Nirvasesha Sunyavade Vaskacha Visadadane Jayatam Srimate Kachayani Devi Dasi Kripabdaye Petita Nambando Radha Krishna Parakamala Devi Jaya Jaya Namo Namo. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Move your fingers, toes. Bring movement back to the body. And with your eyes still shut, let's roll over to your right side. And with your eyes still shut, let's come up to seated. We'll sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Follow your breath. Namaste means I, the soul, see the soul in you, and I honor you, I respect you. It's looking beyond the body and seeing the spirit. Yoga calls for us to go beyond the physical and start to tap into these metaphysical things. Because they say ultimately we are a metaphysical being, a non-material entity, a jiva atma, a soul that gives this body life. So on that note, namaste.